going on YouTube? It's your boy That Sicker Reactions coming to y'all. Special Patreon request by Robert Schumann? Jesus, I just had the name. I hate when I forget the name. Russell Stevenson. Alright. I hope I said your name right. Shout out to you. This is your request of John Schumann's I Was Only 19. I think this is redgum. Redgum, I think. Their song. This is actually one of the songs of mine that I did that was crazy incredible. It reached like 100,000 views on my channel. But it was amazing. But this is a special recording, PTSD15, so we're going to find out what this is about. Don't forget my Patreon is in the description, where you get exclusive access, early content, and special requests. PayPal and Cash App is closed for right now. Feel free to give me a nudge, though. Like I said in the previous videos, I'm about to do it a little differently, so I can, like, get people's stuff done even more. Instead of doing PayPal straight and Patreon straight, I'm going to bounce back and forth. So I'm going to do today's Patreon, tomorrow's PayPal. Patreon, PayPal, or Cash App in between here. I don't really get a whole lot of Cash Apps, probably like 3, but a lot of people have more PayPals. But I'm going to just do it like that. That way the people who miss this window of Patreons ain't got to wait 4 PayPals for Patreons to start again. So that's how I'm going to start doing it. Okay, here we go, y'all. Also, my P.O. box is in the description, so feel free to send me whatever it is you want to send me. And also feel free to nudge me. I'm trying to think if I should do this out or if I should... No, okay.
Sorry I can't be there with you tonight. When I wrote I Was Only 19, I was simply telling the story of my brother-in-law.
That was him?
I'm sorry I can't be there with you tonight.
Okay.
When I wrote I Was Only 19, I was simply telling the story of my brother-in-law, Mick Storen. Mick was deployed to Vietnam in 1969, and he'd been involved in a very serious mine incident in the Long High Hills. Our Vietnam veterans came home to a bitterly divided society, and they fell into the cracks. As opposed to the well-meant inquiries, commissions and parliamentary committees, in 4 minutes 19 seconds, I Was Only 19 enabled ordinary Australians to walk in the shoes and look out of the eyes of our Vietnam veterans. It stopped all of us in our tracks. We Australians are fundamentally decent and fair, and once we got it, we all look back in shame at how we treated our Vietnam veterans. I don't think we'll make that mistake again. What I didn't realise until much later is that I Was Only 19 is a sort of quickly understandable dissertation on post-traumatic stress disorder, as well as the effects of herbicides and insecticides on our Vietnam veterans.
Oh, wow.
A few years ago, I scripted and narrated a DVD for the Army on post-traumatic stress disorder. It was designed for soldiers pre- and post-deployment. I interviewed a wide range of veterans from Vietnam, East Timor, Somalia, Rwanda, Iraq and Afghanistan. And like Mick Storen, all these blokes had the courage to tell their PTSD stories so that their other comrades wouldn't have to suffer alone for years like they did.
Oh, man.
One of the most arresting stories I was told came from a Vietnam veteran. When he demobbed, he tried to slip back into his life in rural Queensland. He wasn't having a very good time. He had rashes that came and went, but his doctor told him they were due to his wife using too much detergent when she washed his clothes. His toenails fell out, but his doctor told him it was athlete's foot. He suffered from insomnia, but his doctor told him he was drinking too much coffee.
Wow.
When he heard 19 for the first time, he told me he was driving on a country Queensland road. He pulled over onto the verge and listened to the song. And then he cried. And after he dried his eyes, he told me his first thought was, those bastards have been lying to me. Because clearly, if some bloke could write a song that spoke directly to his heart and his experience, he was not the only one. He sought out other vets.
This is why music is so powerful. That's why music is so powerful. He had all these doctors and telling him he had all this stuff wrong. And then somebody writes a song about having the same things. That's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And then they're like, wait, this is relatable to me too. It's the same thing with me having GAD. When I explain that to people, and they're like, oh, I got the same thing, they don't feel alone. So this guy's an amazing person.
And found there were veteran support groups scattered all over the place, loose, unstructured, but all determined to fight for justice and a voice. It was the start of a movement. I Was Only 19 has lasted so long because, among other things, it speaks the truth about PTSD. It sets it in a real-life context. What I've learned about PTSD is this: it doesn't mean you're soft, it means you're human. Armed combat is the highest form of public service. When Australian serving men and women come home from whatever conflict our government sends them to, we owe them and their families all the help and support that we can possibly give them. They didn't count the cost, and neither should we. We honour our veterans, and we must stand beside them when they face the difficult challenges of coming home, so often bringing with them psychological as well as physical injuries. Oh, and one last thing. Don't let anyone ever tell you that songs can't change the world.
Just said that. Oh, yeah. I want to hear this now again. This is probably one of the greatest written songs that I've heard.
Mum and Dad and Denny saw the passing out parade at Puckapunyal. It was a long march from cadets. And the 6th Battalion was the next to tour. It was me who drew the card. We did Canungra, Shoalwater before we left. And Townsville lined the footpaths as we marched down to the quay. This clipping from the papers shows us young and strong and clean. And there's me in me slouch hat with me SLR and greens. God help me, I was only 19.
Oh, get chills again from this.
From Huntow, riding Chinooks, to the dust at Newey-Dat. I'd been in and out of choppers now for months. And we made our tents a home VB and pin-ups on the loggers, and an Asian orange sunset through the scrub. And can you tell me, doctor, why I still can't get to sleep? Nighttime, just a jungle dart and a barking M16. What's this rash that comes and goes? Can you tell me what it means? God help me,
I was
only 19.
Wow. Jesus Christ.
A 4-week operation when each step could mean your last one on 2 legs. It was a war within yourself, but you wouldn't let your mates down till they had you dusted off. So you close your eyes and you thought about something else.
Jesus, just what they go through just to try to get back. I mean, like he said, every step can be your last. I mean, seriously, you have to close your eyes and think of other things. Like, that's, oh man, I was just.
And then someone yelled out, "Contact front!" And the bloke behind me swore. We booked in there for hours, then it got almighty raw. Frankie kicked a mine the day that mankind kicked the moon. God help me, he was going home in June.
Wow. I heard this, but it's just like coming back again. Oh, I love this. Chills. Dang.
I can still see Frankie drinking tinnies in the Grand Hotel on a 36-hour rec leave in Vung Tau. I can still hear Frankie lying screaming in the jungle till the morphine came and killed the bloody row. And the Anzac legends didn't mention Martin blood and tears, and the stories my father told me never seemed quite real. And I caught some pieces in the back that I didn't even feel. God help me, I was only 19. And can you tell me, doctor, why I still can't get to sleep? And why the Channel 7 chopper chills me to my feet?
And the doctors would straight tell them, see, this is why we need more doctors who specialize in mental health, because some doctors will just feed you medicine because, oh, that's nothing. That's just a rash, from detergent. It'll go away. You have athlete's foot. You know what I'm saying? Some people need to look deeper into stuff.
Watch this rash, comes and goes. Can you tell me what it means? God help me.
Oh, this is such a good song.
I was only 19.
This is such a good song. This is a worldwide song. This song is a worldwide song. And it's a wake-up call, in my opinion, to a bunch of doctors. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. That was absolutely, like, phenomenal. It was phenomenal. And it
I'm
even
sorry I can't
sticks
be
in
there
your
with you
head.
tonight.
It sticks in your head.
When I wrote I
It
was
really,
only
really does.
19,
Oh, wait.
I was simply telling the story.
Yeah, I loved it. I loved that. Thank y'all so much for watching, man. Comment, like, subscribe. Follow me on all my social media platforms. Everything is in the description. Till next video. Peace.